Jesus predicted an upheaval, a change in order. At the start of his ministry, he warned people the kingdom of God is at hand. It was a revolution. And to many, this was welcome news. They were ready for the hoped-for Messiah to overthrow the oppressive Roman establishment and restore power to a disenfranchised people. So some asked this rebel leader, "What should we do with this corrupt and tyrannical regime? Surely we shouldn't finance it. We should refuse to participate in this racket. They've asked us to pay taxes to underwrite our very domination." Government and its influences were a severe threat. Many people today may operate from a similar place of distrust. Folk are angry, tired, and fed up. Some say it's time for revolutionary measures. Governments make policies for faceless herds without regard for personal human dignity, rights set aside, and liberties plowed over. It seems no one has interest in anyone but themselves. So it may be no wonder that when asked to do things like wear a mask, maintain social distancing, or avoid large gatherings, some see it as another element of oppression, an out-of-touch ruling class getting it wrong. Folk ask, how could a government that doesn't seem concerned about me or the things I think are important now all of a sudden pretend to care? In their suspicion and anger, some refuse to cooperate with what they see as excessive rules. Non-compliance is a demonstration of independence in a system of subjugation and repression. Others do it, but only halfway, wearing a mask that dangles below the nose, or choosing to attend events or gather with others whenever it suits them. It is, perhaps subconsciously, an expression of apathy. I've done enough. This is all the cares I have to give. Is this what righteous rebellion looks like? I don't think so. And I don't think Jesus thought so either. Jesus did not answer the question posed to him about paying taxes to the Roman Empire with militant zeal, nor did he answer it with indifference. He knew his interrogators were playing a game. Instead, Jesus reminds us of what the cause worth fighting for is. God's kingdom incorporates all creation. It incapacitates tyranny not through destruction, but with imaginative vision and compassion. In this jurisdiction, every human heart is a sign of God's presence. I believe in revolution. I believe in radical change. But I'm trying my best to not become radicalized. It's easy to think, in the wake of so much wrong and misinformation, that everyone has an ulterior motive. All kinds of people start to look like the enemy. But I'm striving not to be blinded. I'm trying to maintain a healthy level of wariness without veering toward nihilism. But make no mistake about it. Bad actors are thriving on creating schism and paranoia. They're purchasing social media airtime and influence to stoke the flames of an already burning fire. In a culture of fear and disharmony, they're hoping we'll give up. Give up on things like unity, equality, kindness. And many are. Folk are ceasing to care, no longer listening or evaluating, because what's the point? Don't bother. Lose hope. Don't even vote. Is that a win for the kingdom? Is that a win for the citizens of God's eternal city? Now, don't get me wrong. We should be doubtful of what comes out of the mouths of people who've shown themselves to be unworthy of our trust. We should question frequently. But we must use our own eyes to see. Don't let rebellion rob us of our common sense. Don't let our zeal disabuse us of the notion that the health and well-being of everyone is important. Someone brought a rebel leader a mask and asked, "What should we do with this? A tool used to limit freedoms, a regulation set by the government without our choice?" The leader asked to see the mask, and they brought it to her. And then she said to them, "Whom does this mask benefit?" And someone in the crowd said, "Well, some say the wearer." And another said, "Well, some say it could benefit other people too." The rebel leader paused and held up the mask and said, "Give therefore to humankind the things that come from wearing a mask, and give the government a rebellion against the things that destroy, damage, and malign the human race."